So hello and welcome one and all to the chills and hopefully the thrills of this snowy evening. Teams here passionately supported, but this is going to be a testing evening. The conditions will require of them something just a little bit more. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
The scenery unmistakable, the atmosphere. Simons!
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I would have to go for Rodrigo Bentancur, Peter, because he's a player whose role is maybe a little hard to define because he often seems to have a deeper lying position in midfield, but he wants to get forward, he wants to see more action in the opposition box, he wants to try and get on the end of things, and that's where he's trying to take his game at this moment in time.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Xavi Simons is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Diogo Dalot could move up a gear here. In with the challenge. He's found a way through. Played out to the left flank. He's shifting through the gears here. Pedro Porro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's had it taken off him. Now, can they get him away? Great defending, strong and determined. He's through, now is he in? Big chance! Goal! Manchester United! There is the breakthrough! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Tottenham finding themselves unexpectedly behind. He is through here. Šeško, and the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Šeško clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Gets his head on it! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. De Ligt kept his eye on it, and he's there. Passing is crisp and sharp. Tottenham upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
João Palhinha. Matheus Cunha. Van de Ven cuts out the pass. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Bentancur. Van de Ven. And João Palhinha. Romero. Bruno Fernandes. And he's in on... Tries a shot!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
And that's been won straight back, and here's Bruno Fernandes. Spence. And that has put paid to that. And it's Bruno Fernandes. This looks promising. And a chance! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Simons, Kudus, chance, surely! And here's Xavi Simons. Played into the box, a mighty effort! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
That's been cut out, well played. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Oh, that's a key interception. João Palhinha. Bentancur. Nicely weighted ball. Great ball, and he's in here. Plenty to aim at. His shapes to shoot. It's a goal. Half-time, rapidly approaching. That could be a big one. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Well, that is not the best ball.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
That's a shade optimistic. Spence. Kulusevski is... And the half-time whistle goes. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Manchester United head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Bruno Fernandes, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, what? And it's come back out to him. He scores! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Bentancur.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to play it through. Romero kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's burst through. Big chance, must be! And the finish! He tried the chip, but it wasn't his best.
Well, it was probably, for him, the best option, but then again, I'm not the best judge of that.
Now that's well seen too.
Manchester United really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
He came in hard, very hard. Now it's Ahmad. Great vision. Oh, he's found support out wide. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to pass it through. Now it's Kulusevski. Takes a shot! Now, it's fallen kindly here! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And it's João Palhinha. The ball is loose and the chase is on. He's got plenty of space out wide here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Simons. Good ball, good take. Kudus was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Spence. Oh, easy pickings there. Just about up to 75 minutes. And that could set him on his way. Oh, decent chance! Goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And yes, it's him again. Tottenham get themselves into the lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Terrific header! He will be livid with himself. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now who's going to be first to this?
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Aims beyond the defence. And he shoots! It's a quick ball upfield. Manchester United are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Looking for options for movement. And he's managed to get free.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Spence.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Diallo promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, Red, nice interception. That is good alertness. Can he get it through? And he's well positioned here. Chance! Oh, he's been caught napping. And time is up. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game.
Please put your hands together, everyone.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area.
Welcome to one of English football's red-letter days. Arsenal versus Manchester United will always be a major date on the footballing calendar. There might have been a shift in the bigger picture and indeed the power balance since the days when both these teams were perennial winners. But one thing remains unchanged: they cannot stand losing to each other. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as, to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. Genuinely a heavyweight contest, North against South, London against Manchester. It is tribal.
You can always count on there being something dramatic happening when these two come together. But there have been a fair share of grinds too. I'm expecting both sides to try and maximise their attacking threat, because when you look back over the years, the potency has been the big factor with these two teams, and always a hard one to call. But
there's the shot! Off the post! And again! Goal! Manchester United! The breakthrough strike! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, nicely intercepted. Tries to play it through. Now it's Saka. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Manchester United leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Casemiro. Yoro. Saliba producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Spread it left. Trossard. And they've got a throw. Gabriel.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And good effort from distance. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Stood up well to him there. Matheus Cunha in with the challenge. Eze. And that is out of play. Matheus Cunha. Well, they've got it again. Matheus Cunha! Oh, taken with style. And this is getting better and better. Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you. Oh, terrible pass. He's having a shot! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Manchester United find a position of real strength now. Just about within shooting range. And reclaimed it in a trice. Played into space. Yoro spots it and intercepts. Matheus Cunha. Good running, strong and purposeful. Looking for a runner.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
That has not gone well. Oh, that's ambitious. And how did he not make it 4?
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Just eases him off the ball. Trossard, spread out to the left. Played back in. Šeško. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Matías Cunha, given the lift of his goal. Diogo Dalot, providing an outlet on that flank. Good chance here! Gabriel. No way through there. It's a pretty loose pass. Rice. And Gabriel. Calafiori. Now Trossard. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass.
Chance! It's in! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Arsenal give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. That pass isn't the best. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Out to the left it goes.
2 minutes has been indicated.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And we hit half-time.
Manchester United are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
But that won't shake our spirit,
Manchester United head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. And we're off again. Could be danger here. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Such good technique.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Rice gets a foot in here. Trossard is in a really good position out wide. Good read, needed to be. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Trossard in acres of space out wide. It's a goal kick. Casemiro. And he's had it nicked away. Trossard applies the finish! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Timber. De Ligt, looking for options for movement. Oh, super find. He's going for goal! He's got a goal! And they are pulling clear here.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Manchester United blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Trossard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Aimed beyond the defence. And the keeper takes decisive action. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned... And he's decided to go for it.
The attendance for this match was 61,052.
Played into space. Trossard is wide and looking to get onto this. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation.
He's gone for goal! Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Chance for a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Casemiro. He has found the way through. Pinches it off him. Raya. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And he's going to have his name taken. Now that looks a decent ball. And it's slung out wide. Trossard. Calafiori. Out for a throw. Diallo, who does have an assist to his name. That's a cute ball. It's a promising position. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. That's the keeper's ball. Ahmad, Calafiori was in no mood for any of that. No, not quite on the same wavelength. He's had it taken off him. Knocks it into space. That'll be a throw-in. There will be a throw-in. And it's Casemiro. Takes the shot! Shapes to shoot! Keeper's not concerned by that. And he's had a hit! It's hit the crossbar! In comes the corner. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either. Oh, smashing header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Rice. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Great vision.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ahmad. Casemiro. Well read, nice interception. Nice looking ball. That's beautifully weighted. Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
There will be 3 minutes added
Somewhat
time.
off target. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Yoro has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
So, another set play. This then, an ideal chance to cut the deficit. Defending of the desperate variety. He's gone for goal! It is a very, very good save. Oh, that is asking, and the shot! It's a goal! And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
And now he has two. And that's it. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Šeško picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Visit the ticket office for information.
So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it is time to let them at it.
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expected to win no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're contesting a title, a final, or just playing for pride. This one's always special.
The action has already started. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad, Jules Koundé, a lot. He isn't the biggest, but he's known for having a big character that makes up for that. He's brilliant in boxes, and he can outmuscle opponents that are much bigger than him. You add a little bit of pace to that, and he's a formidable presence at the back.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Barcelona ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Goulet. Araujo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. It's loose now, and they want to get it back. That has not gone well. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And it's Balde. Valverde. Out of play for a throw. Pinches it off him. Knocks it into space. That looks a cracking ball. Balde. Chance, surely! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, they could be caught out here. Real chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
And we have our very first corner. And the finish! And that is wildly off target.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Neither side yet able to find the net. Bellingham. And he plays one through. Mbappe! Yamal. And it's De Jong. Spread it left. And Balde. And it's Rashford. De Jong. And it's Balde. And the return pass. Passing is crisp and sharp. Stood up well to him there. Goulet.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That's tidy. Vinicius Junior. Traumeri. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that... Big header! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Valverde. And it's Arda Güler. Half an hour played now. Oh, well played, well played. That looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. Casado. Now it's Ferran Torres. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Ferran Torres. Lopez. Rashford. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. It's a good spell of possession, this. Yamal! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Bellingham. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Now Howson. He's a sharp little ball here. He's found some space. Mbappe! And he's found the net! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Madrid penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Back into the middle. Mbappe! And he gets rid in a hurry. Oh, this looks sharp. Ferran Torres. Koundé. And it's Casado.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Rashford. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Eder Militao. And the whistle goes for half-time. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Oh, he's had a shot! Koundé clears. And he's been shifted off it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Eric Garcia. It's not an especially good pass, that. Balde. Looking for the run. Mbappe.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Yamal. Now it's Ferran Torres. Barcelona still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Yamal. And Koundé. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. That is a great pick out. That is a brilliant interception. Araujo. It's a pretty loose pass. Tchouaméni. Played out towards the right wing. Rashford. Oh, delicate chip through. Now it's Yamal.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, terrible pass. It's gone out for a throw-in. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Bellingham. Madrid finding their passes. And the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Vinicius Junior clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Koundé and Yamal. Koundé, that's going right the way across. And that has put paid to that. Tchouaméni. Howson. Goulet. Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's Lopez. Nicely spread. He is through. Goes for a shot! Oh, just over.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Lobbed in behind. He gets big! Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. He's going for goal! And the lead stays intact, just.
Oh, they really needed him to put that away.
Chouameni. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Yamal.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Now there's a fine ball.
Might want to be careful there.
Yamal tries to play it through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Chance! Barcelona are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Great vision. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Quality ball. That's been slipped through. Goulet. He's played it back.
Not a lot more he could do there. Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
The defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. The final seconds now. And that's that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. The end of the game. Reflections?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt.